So do you ever do something that you know you shouldn't do because you've either done it before or you just know better? Common sense tells you not to do it. Yeah, me too. The front rack goes into a 2-inch receiver hitch that is built into the bumper on my snowmobile. It's rock solid. And you can see that it's taken some abuse over the years. And this is the rear rack that's removable so it can fit in my trailer, but it is in rough shape. It's got some rust and the paint's chipping off of it, and it's needed to be redone for a couple of years, and I just haven't done it. So this was the year. Of course, it sat in my garage all summer, and I just forgot all about it. So I started with a drill with a scuffing pad on the drill because my grinder was broken, and it worked really well and it scuffed it up pretty well, but it was taking forever. It's just, slow speed of the drill, and it just took forever. So I went and I bought a new grinder. I bought a wire wheel, and I bought some stripping pads for it, and wasn't sure which one would work better. I knew that wire wheel would strip that paint off really fast, and it did, but it wire wheeled it, which it did not rough that metal up well enough for me at all. It actually smoothed it out pretty well. So I stripped the majority of the paint, anything that would come off pretty easily with that wire wheel, because that thing stripped well. I did that, and then I switched over to stripping the auger rack with the wire wheel, and the bed liner gave that wire wheel actually a run for its money. That had been sprayed with a spray-on bed liner once before. So I stripped most of that with the wire wheel. Then I switched over to that scuffing pad, and that worked really well, and it scuffed the metal really well, which I was happy about. I was worried that it wouldn't scuff that well enough, and it did. So I removed most of the paint from that. Anything that didn't come off with the wire wheel and the stripping wheel, I just left, and it's adhered, and I get a good solid coat on that. And then I went over the auger rack as well to rough that metal up really well. Everything is stripped and roughed and ready to go down to my basement and warm up so I can roll out the bed liner. So like a dummy, I brought them down into my basement, and it's January and the heat's on, and I knew, because I've done it before, I knew that my entire house was gonna stink. When I opened the can of bed liner, I knew right away that it was a bad idea, and I proceeded to coat the whole thing, and yeah, exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Fumes were so bad. Brought the dogs outside and aired out the house, let this stuff set up enough that I could kind of carry it out without getting it all over me, but I got it all over me, touched it up, put it in my garage, blasted a couple heaters on it, and it cured up just fine. Don't paint anything that isn't latex or water-based in your basement. That's my big tip for the day. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, give it a follow, whatever channel you happen to be watching on. I'm happy to do these videos and launch this new channel, and the growth of the channel will tell me whether or not it's worth it. So if over time you guys don't like it and nobody subscribes, I'll stop doing it. But as long as we continue to see growth like I have been, then yeah, I'll keep doing them. Welcome to all the new followers. Thanks for all the support. See you on the next one.